Hey, Andrew Warnes here. Look, a week or so ago, I released one of these little short videos, and it was about changing your life, essentially, and it was great. I thought it was great, and I had some really, really good responses from it. And a couple of those responses were from people who were a bit stuck in what they were doing, and it was great to hear from them. And it kind of gives me two angles, okay? So we know that people have commitments, they have their job, they have their family, they have home loans, they have school fees, they have to pay for the car, their general living. So what does that mean is they have to have a stable job. Yep, I get that. Now, on the other side of that, I get another thing, which is probably more important. People are unhappy. They're very, very unhappy, and that's because they're in a rat race and they're not in charge of their own thing. They're not in charge of their own self. And it's really difficult for them, and I get that too, and I sympathise, okay? So, I want to give you a little bit of a story about someone who it's been a client of mine for a couple of months, She's amazing, okay? She holds down two jobs. And a few weeks ago, I should say, she had a life-threatening thing happen to her. She was in hospital, and it was not good. And she's come out of hospital, she's on the mend, and everything's fine. If she has this thing happen again, it could kill her. So, what's this woman's response? Well, her response has been all the way through that she needs to change something and she wants to change her life. And she is amazing, this woman. So she comes to see me, and what does she do? She sits on the edge of the chair and she takes in every word that I say. The whole time. For the whole hour and a half, 2 hours she's there. And we have great conversations. She's an amazing woman. Now, the other thing she does is she does her homework. She is 100% committed to this woman. She is fantastic. As I said, she holds down two jobs. Now, one of those jobs she doesn't like. She's not away from using the word hate. She just doesn't like it. She's been doing it for years and she doesn't like it. The other one, she loves it. She's passionate about it and it's fantastic. It's about teaching people, teaching kids and things like that. And she's just an amazing woman with this other job. So we've got a little thing going. She doesn't even know that I have in my mind that she thinks she's going to give up the other job in about 2 years. I think it's going to be about 6 months because I'm going to steer her that way, and in fact I have been, and I think she's going to do that. She doesn't know that, but I think she's going to succeed in that. So what am I saying is this woman is going for it. She's really working on herself and she is going for it. A lot of these other people, what are you? You're being the victim. You're just being reactive. You've got to stop being reactive. You've got to stop listening to what society says you've got to do, and you've got to do your own thing, what your inner voice says to do. Your inner voice, what's in here, it won't lie to you. Now the crazy thing is that when you do step aside and maybe quit that crook job and do what you want to do, you think you're going to starve. You won't starve. There's no way knowing. You just got to change the way you look at the universe and the way, instead of being a victim of this sort of stuff, just be there and it will happen for you. You will be surprised. It happened for me, it's going to happen for this client of mine. I can see it. It's happening already for her. She's only been to see me 5 or 6 weeks and she is changed already. It can be done, okay? Now, sounds like I'm passionate about this? I am. Okay? So, go with it, think about it, and you have an amazing, spectacular day.